Today we're going to learn how to increase our energy naturally. My name is Dr. Michelle Gamble. I am an integrative wellness mentor and I specialize in nutritional endocrinology. Well, I am very happy to have this opportunity to share this information with you. My personal goal is that you be able to understand how to naturally, effectively, and enjoyably maximize your energy levels. To start off, I would love for you to consider the following questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is optimal, how would you rate your current energy levels? Why did you give this rating? And why do you think this is the rating that it is at this point in time? Before we go any further, just a little bit of housekeeping. Remember that this presentation is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with a qualified medical professional. It is simply a sharing of the knowledge and information that I have gathered from the research and experience that I have had over the several years. And I encourage you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with your healthcare team. Now, there are endless benefits to maximizing your energy levels, and this potential just continues to grow as you have more and more energy. Some of the more obvious benefits include maximized focus and productivity for your work-related pursuits, more time to spend with your family and friends, higher levels of physical fitness, heightened mental clarity and cognitive functioning, more time for hobbies, cultivation of artistic or creative pursuits. The question of what can you do with more energy is really a matter of personal preference. And when you start to maximize your energy levels with all of the methods that I'm going to share with you, it is up to you what you want to do with your time. And that's what makes it so exciting. One of the most obvious ways to increase your energy levels is by improving your nutrition. In terms of the foods which provide the body with the most energy boosting foods, foods with a low glycemic level are optimally indicated. Foods like beans, raisin bran cereal, well, not raisin bran cereal, but just bran cereal in general, brown rice, whole wheat bread, nuts, they have less of an impact on your blood sugar than foods with a high glycemic load, such as white rice, spaghetti, potatoes, cornflakes, and sugary drinks and juices. Even though we've been taught to associate these starchy foods with energy providing principles, the long-term effects of consuming this type of food has negative impacts on your energy levels. The main issue with these foods is that the carbohydrates that they provide are refined carbs, which can play havoc on your blood glucose levels. While they'll boost your energy short term, they're definitely not a good long-term solution. As metabolism is a force which converts the nutrients in our food to energy, it follows that foods good for your metabolism will also provide you with a higher level of energy. Aiming to increase your metabolism is a great way to shift the focus from consuming high energy foods, which can lead to misrepresentation of what we think has a nutritional value. Metabolism requires an abundance of vitamins and minerals, which provide our cells with the proper fuel required to release energy. When the nutrients in our foods aren't enough, the cells are low in energy releasing activity, which results in tiredness and fatigue. Eating predominantly nutrient dense foods like superfoods has been proven to increase our energy levels and provide much more nutritional value than foods that may contain less nutrients than it may initially appear to have. Increasing physical movement and exercise is also a necessary factor in order to increase metabolism. And the combined effects of both nutrient dense foods and exercise is an, is an increase and abundance of health and energy. Increasing fitness levels is another key way to encourage overall energy levels. And although it seems counterintuitive, the endorphins from an intense workout and a shot of energy received after a period of activity function is a way to increase overall energy. It's important, however, to engage in the right kinds of intensity fitness activities and to encourage energy levels. In fact, activities which encourage what I refer to as calm energy are more effective at sustaining energy release throughout the day and avoid the danger of a burnout or slipping into fatigue. These are things like yoga, Tai Chi, Pilates, and certain strength training. Increasing fitness levels also encourages deeper, more regulated sleep patterns, better heart health, and a sharper focus. Your mental health has a direct effect on your energy levels, just as the physical health does. When we consider the mental energy that is expended through periods of intense anxiety or depression, or even a day of being very worried, this becomes evident. So it is important to maintain awareness of this as we aim to increase overall energy. Becoming aware of where our energy is going is the key to mastering it and cultivating more. And this is where things like meditation and yoga are very helpful. Meditation helps us to learn how to direct our energy where we need it to go. It may seem simple, but being able to recognize where and how our thoughts affect our physical energy is so important if we're going to learn how to let it go into cultivating more positive relationships and connections around us. Increasing your magnesium and vitamin D can also boost both your mood and energy levels. Also, consuming foods such as bananas, cashews, almonds, dark chocolate, leafy greens, and seeds is highly suggested. As I mentioned in the previous slide, great way to boost your mental energy levels and translate this into physical energy is by cultivating a daily meditation practice. It can be difficult for someone who has no previous experience with meditation to feel the benefits right away. So I'd recommend that you start small. Try even 5 to 10 minutes a day. Every morning will help you familiarize yourself with the practice and provide you with a good foundation on which you can build and longer, more regular practice. By building up the stress response of both the mind and the body, meditation helps us to save energy where before it would have been lost on worry, unnecessary problem solving. Studies like the one I mentioned in articles that can be seen have shown that meditation can reduce the levels of cortisol in the body, a chemical which is released in response to the fight or flight mode that we come to associate with anxiety issues. The irony surrounding the fact that stimulants such as caffeine, alcohol, and energy boosting drinks is that they are actually more damaging to our health than helpful. There are a number of useful natural stimulants that have similar energy boosting effects to the likes of caffeine, but with none of the guilt. These include ginseng, B vitamins, chlorophyll, coconut oil. By increasing blood oxygen levels, reducing blood sugars, cognitive function, and encouraging metabolism, these natural stimulants provide a variety of benefits that results in an overall increase of energy levels. It's relatively simple recommendation, and yet so many of us neglect to fuel our bodies correctly by optimizing our oxygen production through the intake of water, which is where energy is needed in terms of our oxygen production. We can become drained and fatigued if our bodies have not consumed enough water. Besides providing an energy boost and fighting off fatigue, drinking water also produces many other benefits, such as warding off headaches, increasing metabolism, helping with weight loss, aiding in clearer skin. In this way, many physical symptoms of low energy levels are all intertwined, and so increasing water intake can often be the most basic first step towards increasing energy. Dehydration is a massive issue, which causes low levels of energy and general fatigue. With less water in your system, your blood volume decreases, meaning that your heart has to work harder to pump it around. Your blood vessels also constrict, and don't be surprised when dehydration headaches strike. All of this extra energy loss can be avoided simply by increasing the amount of water that we drink. Passion is energy. Feel the power that comes from focusing on what excites you. A quote from Oprah Winfrey. In terms of getting energy from non-food related sources, drink or exercise, there has been a recent surge in understanding of how activities, engagements with our environment can also affect our energy levels. Regularly doing activities we love and feel strongly about not only increases levels of happiness and contentment, but also helps to physically produce more energy. I like to think of it more as increasing our vitality. With the passion for engaging with people and activities that help us to shine and to become the most positive versions of ourselves in a given moment. By being honest with ourselves and open to exploring passions and talents and hobbies and making time for them in the bustle of every day, we are automatically injecting a little bit more happiness into our day. What is it that you love to do? Notice how much more energized you feel next time you engage with this activity. And then the next simple step is do it more often. Getting up earlier has been proven to give us that extra boost of energy and positivity that we need to get the most out of our day. By getting our bodies moving and engaging in light to moderate exercise in the early hours, we are kickstarting our metabolism productivity and the energy levels to ensure a more sustained release of the energy gained throughout the night. Waking up earlier means more time to exercise, a better diet, increased productivity, reduced levels of stress. Spend time on these activities in the morning. It's a crucial time for self-reflection and giving ourselves the opportunity to tune in with how we're feeling before we get started with today's work. A notable change comes over us when we reduce the amount of time that we spend plugged into our devices. Not only do we become more present, but we become more alert, which can also contribute to improved fitness levels. Although it may initially seem that removing ourselves from technology literally gives us more energy, when it breaks down, it really just means that all the energy that would have been previously spent on mental analytics and online scrolling is now free to be used elsewhere. Understanding your energy usage can be likened to understanding exactly where the electricity is going. There are many outlets, most of which we have minimal awareness of. Screen time is one of these. Too much screen time has been proven to lower the levels of cortisol in the brain, which helps the body to balance out stressful situations. When we lack cortisol, however, we also lack the ability to process experiences and problems as well as we normally could. This one can be controversial. Isn't coffee good for your energy? Many people will ask. Well, according to the National Coffee Association, approximately 55 million Americans drink coffee every day. The truth is that there are so many conflicting ideologies about the advantages and disadvantages of coffee for the body that it's next to impossible to know what to believe, right? Our brain activity is controlled by chemicals called neurotransmitters, which either stimulate brain cells or quieten them. Adenosine is a quieting neurotransmitter. Caffeine attaches to the adenosine receptors in your brain cells, blocking the quieting effects of this neurotransmitter. The net effect of caffeine, therefore, is stimulation. The increased activity of the brain cells under the influence of caffeine leads to a secondary rise in the amount of the epinephrine in our body, adrenaline. It is the fight or flight hormone, which has a stimulating effect on your brain and body. Now, while this hormone does technically increase your energy level, caffeine is not a cell powering substance. In other words, your cells cannot generate energy based activity from caffeine. Rather, it stimulates the brain to be more focused and alert. This is where the confusion arises and why many people think that caffeine actually energizes us. Did you know that the sun has a direct effect on our energy levels? It is easy to feel lighter, brighter, and more energized when the sun is out, as vitamin D is quite a rare nutrient in foods. The sun is the most important source of vitamin D that we can get. Vitamin D has a direct relationship with our energy levels. When we are lacking in vitamin D, we are more likely to experience fatigue and low levels of energy. As the sun is the most important and potent source of this vitamin, it's easy to see how spending time in the sun is the more effective way of boosting our energy than trying to increase supplements or intake of it. Many people are familiar with what's called seasonal affect disorder, which directly is a result of low levels of vitamin D in our body due to infrequent exposure to the sun. It is common for the supplements available for boosting energy levels to be unknown combinations of ingredients and unnatural products that we don't question purely because it helps us to achieve our goal. They boost our energy. But most products marketed as energy boosters actually contain more harmful substances than beneficial ones. And so the best advice for those seeking to boost their energy levels naturally would be to steer clear of them completely. Despite being labeled natural, over 90% of vitamin supplements are synthetic, and new evidence is emerging that these unnatural forms of vitamins could actually do more harm than good. According to the Organic Consumer Association in the United States, man-made vitamins cannot be used by the body in the same way that their natural versions can be. Herbal energy supplements, such as the ones that I am going to talk about, are much more efficient at relieving symptoms of fatigue and don't present any risks or dangers of negative side effects. While they do, they are also 100% natural. Some examples of this are ginseng, eleuthero, suma root, guarana, and green tea. There are many controversial aspects to the energy effects of taking B vitamins, as they actually function as catalysts to the food energy we take in. Only food provides energy in the form of calories, carbs, fats, and proteins. B vitamins help to convert this dietary energy into ATP, which is a form of energy that your body uses through a complex series of chemical reactions carried out by the mitochondria in the cells. B12 is just one of the member of the B vitamin family, but it's one of the most important to your body. You can get it through a good amount. You can get a good amount of this vitamin if you eat lean animal meat or if you have a daily multivitamin. However you do it, be sure that you're getting the daily recommended value. B12 is vital for healthy red blood cells formation, neurological functioning, and proper energy creation, and so much more. If all this information seems to be a lot to take in, it can help sometimes to break it down into small, manageable daily tasks. You can take these tips one by one to incorporate them into your life. The natural supplements can all be taken simply with hot water, tea, or any meals, making them an easy way to encourage your energy levels. Physical activity, by increasing the levels of physical activity in small ways, such as walking to work or somewhere you would normally drive, you will experience an elevated level of energy. Beware. Simply becoming aware of our energy levels at various points in the day can help us to implement strategies to combat times of low energy. For instance, some people notice that their energy lags in the morning, while others experience more so of a lag in the evening. When do you find your energy lacks the most? Maximizing your energy levels is a great way to help you achieving your goals. By increasing the amount of energy we have to spend, it stands to reason that there's more surplus energy to be spent in areas that you wish to either improve or enhance in your life. What goals do you think you would like to achieve if you could increase your energy levels? Not just physical energy, but also mental energy. By regulating and understanding our energy levels, we can ensure that our goals are not only met, but built upon. In the end, it all comes down to balance. Finding the right balance between work, diet, physical, creative, and enjoyable activities is the key to enabling you to unlock your potential and helping you to manifest more energy in your life. It can be a slow experience to start with, but experimenting with these things and finding out exactly what works for your body, mind, and lifestyle is the best way to find what works for you and to optimize your energy. Activities such as meditation, yoga, taking some time for yourself, journaling, or many other things can help you to connect with yourself. How has all of this made you feel? Overwhelmed? Excited to increase your energy levels? Finding something to be excited about is a great way to increase your energy and overall enthusiasm to improve your lifestyle. Using the force of this excitement to drive you forward and continue increasing your levels and strength of your energy will help you to achieve your goals and become accustomed to functioning in a higher energetic state. I've loved sharing this topic with you and other people who are eager to transform their lifestyles by increasing their energy. If you have any other further questions, know that I'm always here to support you. And finally, remember this quote: the higher your energy levels, the more efficient your body. The more efficient your body, the better you will feel. And the better you feel, the more you will use your talent to produce outstanding results. This is a quote from Tony Robbins. In closing, if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, feel free to contact us at Sankofa Healing and Enrichment. You're welcome to visit our site, www.sankofahealing.com. There you can have the opportunity to sign up for a free consultation with me to discuss ways in which you can increase your energy. Also, you can email us at sankofahe@gmail.com or give us a call, 850-725-8322.